What is going on, guys? Brandon here. Donald Trump, he is in trouble. He's going to jail. He's going to prison forever. Boy, the Democrats. Boy, the modern day Fabianists, the collectivists, the globalists, the plutocrats, autocrats, the oligarchy at the top, the puppeteers. They are pulling every string possible. And generally, they're well ahead of really dang near everyone in public. But unfortunately, I think Trump is playing 4D chess. He's playing fourth dimensionally here, as he looks like RoboCop entering the DA's office or whoever this is. And you know what? I forgot to even look. Actually, I guarantee this is a George Soros DA. Biden, I guess I did read that they instituted their guy into the Manhattan DA's office. So I'm guessing it's a Soros guy. Just gonna take a wild guess, educated guess. And it's interesting because wasn't Trump the whole thing of him, the quid pro quo, is he was investigating Biden collusion in Ukraine with Zelensky, and then sure enough, a year later, he's in office, and we're in Ukraine. We're laundering money for the Bidens in Ukraine for the exact thing Trump was actually looking into and got impeached for. We live in clown world, and if you can't laugh, you're going to cry. So you better laugh. What's going on, guys? Brandon here. Please share this video out. It's hard to be a messiah in your own town, and the algorithm hates truth, right? We're going to question everything with boldness. We're going to call balls and strikes. Don't care one way or another. I like Donald Trump as a human being. I like Joe Biden as a human being. I wish well for them. I'm a Catholic Christian. I want the best for all people, but we're going to call balls and strikes. We're going to see them as they are. We're going to flip the certain tables that need to be flipped in the temple that need to be flipped and get the money changers out of here. And that's what we're doing. We're separating money from state. That's what we do here at this channel. That's why I'm a Bitcoiner, because I've been through the political gauntlet like this. I've been through politics and hockey, playing at the highest of levels. I've been in business, been investing with our own family office, and done very well with my wealth and our wealth. And I feel like I have some things to note from all these experiences, from flying around the world, playing international competition against the Russians, against the Germans. I have a lot of experience, and so this is why. And I feel so compelled, and having 4 children and seeing the world they are entering, and my eyes really being open in 08, 09, 10. What was happening there? The Uniparty, the Democrat and Republican parties coming together, the Bush family, the Obamas, the McCains, the Lindsey Grahams, the Mitch McConnells, the Nancy Pelosi's, this Uniparty that is in control of the money. As Nathan Rothschild and Meyer Amschel Rothschild said, I don't care who makes the laws. If I control the money, I control the world. As Nancy Pelosi saying that year, why the Tea Party started, Occupy Wall Street, there were two sides of the same coin. And Nancy Pelosi saying, well, we can see what's in Obamacare once we pass it. I mean, that right there, that was the end of the American empire. That right there. The fact that grown men let that be, that was okay. That was okay. A politician is going to tell you, you know what, you're too stupid. Sit down. We're gonna let you know what's in it. After we pass it, after we've already screwed you over, then you can know. And then that was just okay. And people got up and protested. You know, hey, you got to give people credit, Occupy Wall Street and Tea Party, but it wasn't enough. And then people just quietly went back into the abyss. They, somehow the same guy got reelected in 2012. Not going to go down that road. But here we are. We're living this nightmare still because we've chosen to break the money decades and decades ago, central banks, Federal Reserve, and we've taken all semblance of reality. We've taken God out of the public square, we've taken God out of everything, and we've broken the money. So you take those two things out, boom, societies fail. Like clockwork. Go into, all the great books of time that talk about this, right? Collapse by Jared Diamond, Guns, Germs, and Steel, The Grand Chessboard, The Naked Communist, right? All these books we constantly are sharing, and thousands of them over here that go through this exact thing. We know, as Winston Churchill said, the farther you look into history, the farther you can see into the future. And here we are with CNN with their distraction campaign. CNN's back in business, boys and girls. Let's go. They're back. They've been struggling the last 2 years since Biden's been in. They're on life support, again, getting bailed out by the taxpayers and getting bailed out by the Soros of the world, getting bailed out by billionaires. The only reason they're even, just like the New York Times, only reason they're in business at all and they actually still around is because they're being propped up by people that need the propaganda megaphones, right? That's what these things are. These CNN and Fox News and MSNBC. ABC, CBS, they're all just big megaphones to spray propaganda into the public and change narratives and change public opinion. That's all it is. That's all they are. That's why they exist. Otherwise, these things wouldn't even exist anymore. The internet's completely destroyed all their models, completely destroyed everything. And the fact they're still around is a testament, actually, to the broken money and why we need to fix the money. And again, coming full circle, that's why I'm a Bitcoiner, because it fixes all this. It aligns incentives instead of the fiat system, which only aligns incentives for those at the top. It incentivizes people to get closest to the currency printer and to go to politics, and the worst kind of people to go to politics, get close to the money printer and suckle on the teat and brown nose and hobnob, and then get close to the money printer, as Dan Crenshaw said, Nancy Pelosi, all these hucksters and grifters that are going to just, I'm here just to make money. I'm sorry, screw you, little guy. My constituents, what constituents? So this is the clown world, and I've got a couple notes here. Again, genius move by Trump. He gets all the attention in media. Look at this. Every single thing on this page on CNN. CNN loves it. Again, I didn't even see this. The arraignment of Donald Trump. I can't. This is just clown world. Again, I used to, 15 years ago, I would get so mad at this stuff and whatever, but again, being a Bitcoiner, you're above the fray. You're above. I live in a separate world. I am in a life raft outside the sinking fiat legacy Titanic. And so I laugh. You have to, or else you cry. And I'm outside it. I'm outside the system. And I'm operating in a new world. Decentralized social media, Nostr, Zion, people that can't censor me, which will be moving all this eventually to those platforms. Ghost, the new Substack, which is Bitcoin-enabled platforms that are decentralized. They're completely decentralized. There's no middleman. It's beautiful stuff. So we're there. Time will tell, and there's gonna be worse things that happen to get people to really move, unfortunately, and change. But this is the clown world we live in. We got aerial drone, the Predator drone is about to launch a hellfire down on Donald Trump here from up above. We got his the mean mug in court, first image of Trump. We got him walking in like RoboCop here. This is beautiful stuff. This is again. I didn't think the left was that stupid. The globalists were that stupid, but they are. They have a lot of hubris, and they think they control absolutely everything. And if they haven't noticed the last couple of years, they're completely falling apart. Their narratives, everything falling apart. Hello, Pfizer, anyone? What are we doing here? You guys are completely on the defensive, backs against the wall. I know there's going to be cyber attacks. Klaus has already told us. There's going to be a lot of crazy stuff that happens. They're going to try to gain control. Central bank digital currencies, the Fed now, their slavery coin, all that stuff. They're going to do it. But we have Bitcoin. We already have Nigeria to show us that people don't want central bank digital currencies. They don't want more control. Hello, Venezuela, Argentina, Zimbabwe. They're like, no. We want less government control. Elizabeth Warren, we don't want you in controlling. Government backing, that doesn't mean anything. Look at these currencies all collapsing. That means nothing. So Trump, genius move by him to show up and not fight it, gets all the attention, all the media. The only president ever to have this happen. There's no bad media, right? Donald Trump's proved that. The one thing he did was he broke the brains of so many people, TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, and he exposed the media for what they are. We've known they were for decades, it exposed it for the average person. If they had things that stick, again, you wouldn't have 34 counts or whatever of stuff. If they had, I think it's 34 counts of stuff, they would have 2 or 3 that they knew were like, hey, we got them. So the chance anything sticks are not good. It's just a kangaroo court, and he looks like a stud in contrast to Biden. Again, I don't care either way. Donald Trump, I wasn't for Trump. I didn't vote for him in the first election. I wasn't for him. But now you're now winning all these people over because of what happened. I voted for him in 2020 because he was the only. The other guy couldn't even walk. He couldn't even open a door. So of course you have to vote for Donald Trump because the other guy couldn't even stand straight. So 2016, I didn't vote for him because I was in a different place. I was standing on principle. And hey, sometimes you lose when you stand on principle. And he looks like a stud. He looks like RoboCop walking in here. This is why he's thrown around Putin when he's shaking their hands, and world leaders, he's just tossing them around. He's just moving them out of the way. And Biden over here is acquiescing everything, can't walk around. The other leaders have to help him up. Stuff, and exposes more. This is the biggest thing. Exposes more of the mainstream media and the left and the globalists, the command and controlists, and makes Trump right. He's been saying this the entire time. It's a witch hunt. They're out to get me. They're out to politically assassinate me. They're out to try to do this and that. They're out to try to get you. This proves it. He's become a symbol for the everyday person, the man and woman. And like if you told me 6 years ago I was doing videos like this about Donald Trump or for Donald Trump, I would have laughed at you. And here we are. Here we are, because you have now he's become larger than life because you've made him this. You know, the globalist, the person protesting on the street that has no idea, the low IQ voter and the low IQ person just protesting and raging, and then the mainstream media people, they think that they're ahead, right? But they have BBD, they have broken brain disease, and this just makes Trump right. So let me know your thoughts on this. This is just this hilarious clown world, this kangaroo court, and he just proved it all to be the case. He just proved that everything is a kangaroo court, and this is exactly what we're going to get when we have this banana republic, when we break the money, and there's no rule of law, and we have rulers without rules. This is why Bitcoiners want rules without rulers. Beautiful world we have coming ahead. The next 5-7 years are going to be tumultuous, but from great chaos and great disorder comes a higher degree of order, as Bob Proctor always lets us know. So please share this out. Algorithm hates truth. So again, many of you asking, why is this channel growing faster? This is amazing stuff. The algorithm hates truth, guys. Again, what did we just say? The globalists at the top don't want truth to get out. They want their megaphones. They want their CNNs. They want that's what they want. They're going to push that stuff out before they push out any actual truth. So this is not financial advice. It's freedom advice at the end of the day. So get prepared, get resilient, get independent. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And please share this out. Like I said, and question everything with boldness, and think around the corners. Think 5 steps ahead. Think 15 steps ahead, always. Appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. And please go check our market update today, because again, we talk about Trump a little bit. We also talk about what's going on in the economy and how to prepare and what is happening, because we can thrive off of the chaos that's coming. Appreciate you. See you on the next one.